So you can see we got the body up in the air. It's supported on the 4 body mounts. Hasn't buckled yet, which is a good thing. So the plan is going to be, we're going to try to do a fitment of the floor there. We're going to put on the tranny jack and lift it up into place and see what the heck's going to happen. It's hot today. We're not used to this heat. It's got to be above 80 here. For us, that's getting hot up here. It's supposed to be cloudy today too, and as you can see, not really cloudy. No rain. It's supposed to rain, but we're supposed to get a couple inches of rain again this week. So that's going to suck. So that'll put a damper on this festivity. But I think we're not attacking the flooring today, are we?
Let's just get it in and see if we can put some screws that hold it into place.
Just to kind of, if it is, you're going to tack a couple support bars in? Or?
Yeah, probably. Let Chris, when he's done drinking his Dr. Pepper.
Are you complaining it's Dr. Pepper?
No one bought any Coke.
So he's complaining it's Dr. Pepper. See, some people complain when stuff's for free. They still complain.
I don't complain. I'll drink
Not
anything.
you, him.
Except for Mountain Dew. Well, crab juice.
We put that in years ago.
I didn't even complain about that raspberry root beer.
Oh, I bought cherry barks, people. I'm not a fan. I usually like cherry stuff, but cherry barks, not good. Corey got some, was it cream soda barks? Not good.
Cream soda barks? No, that was good.
Cream soda. It was cream soda, Dr. Pepper.
Whatever, it was terrible, whatever it was.
Local subscriber.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Mark from Corners Quickly.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, let's see about trying to slide this booger in while we got hands. Alright.
Are we filming this or are we gonna come back?
I don't know, Derek's filming, I think.
We're gonna take 3. Stupid question. This is the front.
Ow! Hey, gloves.
See, Chris,
This thing's hot.
Yeah, it is
It's
pretty
been
warm.
sitting in the sun.
see, folks, who's wearing the gloves here? Wait a second. Oh, I can't feel anything because I'm wearing gloves. See, that probably smart people would edit this stuff out, but whatever. See, if you really want a nice shot, see the lilac blooms out. You got white lilacs, you got purple lilacs.
No one's giving a crap.
Some people like lilacs.
It smells nice.
It smells nice, yeah. So we're not all from the city, Chris. And all we...
Then I guess you're gonna be starting up your video channel where you're knitting.
No, I can't knit.
Hey, yesterday I was doing the bumper on the Dodge truck. It was so nice working beside a lilac tree. It smelled nice.
You want me to tell you a fun fact, Chris? Our grandpa, he knitted. Because guess where he learned to knit?
Yeah.
Second World War. That's what they did when I guess they were born. Their downtime, he knit. He never would admit to people he knit, but he knit. He knitted a lot. That was Grandpa Charlie.
Oh shit.
He was in the RAF.
I'm gonna go around in circles because I got 2 left. Or 2 right.
It worked.
Chris is like, what's the or it's actually RCAF he was in.
Okay.
Royal Canadian Air
No
Force.
more excuses.
Hey, stupid question, is it the right way?
Yeah, that goes to the front.
So we gotta turn around.
Yes.
So I thought so. I just
Gotta go in this way, or you're gonna go.
I'll put it in a kick and just put it underneath the car.
we're gonna go underneath the car like this and turn it.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
There, finished. Done.
Don't scratch it.
This is the point of the show where we won't be able to clear because well, at least we can lift it back up again.
Yeah.
Build self.
See, here, I don't care if you can hear me or not. This is when people buy projects like this because they're cheap and think they're going to save money. It's easier to have someone else to do.
Yeah. Alrighty. I think we'll be back in a minute. Let's try to get this in the place.
What's the plan here? We're going to try to lift up and jack it up, or we're going to try to kind of lift one side? What if we lift one side and put an axle stand or something here to kind of have it and then pivot it?
Well, it's been about an hour and the floor is
Take 2.
3/4 in.
Yeah, this is the second attempt.
You guys filming right now?
Yeah.
Remember, people, this is a Model A. It's a wood floorboard. Just saying is all.
Ah, this is fine.
It's very tight, as you
Tight
can
is
see
good.
along the here. Yeah. So we're basically put it up in the front, hammered it forward, and now we're trying to lift the back end up to get it into place. But, so it's tight, little cuts here and there, a little bending here and there, but
It's fine.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just back in the
Remember,
mix.
people, don't do work. Do nothing. A lot easier.
There's a motivated speaker right there
Uh-huh.
for an AAA.
I'll have to put this down. We need all our hands.
Hey, still half hour later, and the floor is getting closer. We've still in the back, but the front's getting better. We had to slice that because this was not well. It was formed correctly. It just had to be cut. And on this side, we're gonna have to do some plasma cutting. I don't know if you can see it, but in here, this little piece right there has got to be cut out because the floor has got to be dropped down and it's getting caught up. So Derek's just got getting the plasma cutter set up. Can't get in there with a grinder. So it's getting there. A lot of hammering and
Yeah, blew a hole, so.
Okay, try one more time. I think now we're going good.
So I need enough to blow a hole.
Oh yeah, we're good. That's nice.
It seems nice. Okay, you got good shades?
On your sheet 4.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's
Two. You want to weld it?
little. It's not just you just cut the old one out and grind it and some weld smooth, put it back in. No, it's
Safety first.
you got to do a little bit of fudging, a little bit of cutting, a little bit of
A
fixing.
lot of fudging.
Yeah,
Well, part of it.
it's a big piece, and it's probably the floor is made for several years.
And
So
the problem is when this is a Canadian car, if you're using an American drawing, possibly you have a 16th inch
Exactly.
here, 16th out here, angles out a smidgen.
yeah,
And also this is made to a print, so I mean whatever.
yeah.
And it's made in our favorite country, Taiwan, who's soon to get invaded by the Chinese. Look at the size of that wasp. Man, they're big.
Maybe it's a murder hornet.
Oh, hopefully not. Oh shit.
Sparky McSparks happening.
Yeah, where'd that go?
No, that's not it.
Nope.
I'll go look for it.
A flat one.
Screwdriver.
All right, it's right there.
Just filming?
Pliers?
Yeah. Oh, you have to use these sparks already, huh?
No.
No.
Right on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Little stuff like that has to be modified. So, but I guess if you're willing to put a floor in, you're willing to modify stuff. So if you can do this, then yeah, you're not going to be afraid of cutting shit like that. So this is the first one we've done. So we're learning as we go. Yeah, we'll get back to lifting, pushing, hammering. Okay, the floor is basically in where it's gonna go. There is some issues, but we sort of suspect that because this is a Canadian car. The floor could be from American stamp. We don't know, but fitment here, like we had to cut this to make that fit. That's not an issue. We had to cut a piece off that side. That's not an issue. The back, it's pretty much where it's supposed to be right here. but as you can see, we have gap here and gap there. So we're gonna have to basically address that. That's just a little bit of sheet metal work. It's not that big a deal. But
Just time consuming.
Time consuming. And then this is pretty good right there. This is lower, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some screws, self-tapping screws in there to hold that, and then see if we can jack this up, and then put some self-tapping screws there as well, because we figure it's dipped a bit. But other than that, yeah, it's flush here, it's flush on that side, pretty good. So it took a lot of fitting and fidgeting. We had it in and out, well, only twice basically, but yeah, it doesn't, they don't fit 100% right off like the bat. We're not really afraid of fixing shit like that. That's not an issue. It's better than fixing rust.
Yeah.
Which the old floor was. So I would rather fill that gap with some sheet metal and cutting out rust than fixing that. So
You weren't here when we were cutting all the rust out.
yeah, cutting your mice poop up and
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
but yeah, that's not a big deal. So yeah, we'll try and put some self-tapping screws in the center hump, and then we gotta jack up each corner a bit, and then also we gotta probably put a couple self-tapping screws into the sides so that it doesn't force this up. We want to keep this there. We just want to force the corners up. So I think that's the plan right now. Otherwise, a lot of seam sealer and least amount of seam sealer as possible.
But a lot of welding.
And a lot of welding.
Yeah.
Yeah, so break out the self-tapping screws.
That seems like a dare job.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Perfect. Okay.
Just
Now,
another-
I want you to- Oh,
Just another 1,000 of them and we're good to go.
oh yeah, you got that right. Went too far.
Oh well, they'll get double the penetration.
And the rockers get covered with a plastic cover, right?
Yeah.
And then the carpet and
Yep.
and then the seal plates. So.
Yeah. Alright, I think you guys got the gist of what we're doing here. We gotta do that and then all the way around. And like I said, we're gonna put a metal angle across there. That side's got not fit nice. This one's really nice. Alright, we'll be back. Well guys, it's been a couple days since I've worked on this thing, or we've worked on it. Coming home from work every night, and it's been raining literally every night coming home from work, so not much has changed. Derek and I did do a bunch more welding and whatnot, and it is solid. I did get the steel the other night, so I'm going to start fabricating these pieces here. So I'm going to do that, and probably honestly in the next video, or if we even show it kind of deal, but we'll see. Probably going to call this a wrap on this video, just because of the weather and everything, and it's been pretty crappy this week anyway. And when I came home today, I noticed my car is hanging right now. There's no jack stands, and I'll show you why in a minute. Kevin was nice enough to give me a crappy block that I'm going to mount in here, even though it did have a small block in it. But I'm putting a 4-speed in it. I'm not sure if the tranny mount has to be moved or whatnot, and I'm pretty sure the drive shaft's going to have to be shortened. So I'm going to take that out and obviously get a new hanger bearing and all that. And probably, hopefully this week it's a lot better, so I will start cleaning this the frame.
So I'll see if I can rope Kevin into coming one night and giving me a hand. Hopefully. If not, Derek and Chris or whatever. We'll, more the merrier. Get this thing done. And probably next week start ordering all the bushings and a disc brake conversion kit. And probably put that in after when the car's on. But at least if I get the car all, or the frame all painted and all that stuff and taken apart, and I'll heat up and break all the bushings and all that, break that loose. That way it's just easier. There's Derek right there. That way it's just easier for when we do rebuild the rear end and all that stuff, and all new bushings and all that stuff. Because I do want to get it sitting back on the car sooner than later. And maybe the next video, I'm just rambling here, but maybe the next video will show, like I'll finish off the floor fabricating here, and maybe we'll start in here. Like I said, this is where one of the mounts went, and it's just gone. This is gone. That looks like it's rotten, but it's just undercoating, and it's actually pretty solid under here. It's just right here and right there. So I've got enough steel now, so I think I'm gonna maybe start that this week. So that'll be the next video, I think, doing some rust repair. Maybe while I do rust repair, I'll get Kevin to clean the frame. He's like good at that. But yeah, you can see that's where the old mounts just kind of stayed put. So likewise with these ones. So we've came up with an idea how we're going to fix these ones. That's not a big deal. And even that way, when we do it, it won't be a bad idea. Derek and I came up with the idea. So yeah, but here, I'll show you where those axle stands went. Oh, by the way, I'm driving this all this week. Finally, I'm driving that. 3 Pontiacs. Oh, and an El Camino. Sure where the jack stands went. I just got home from work. Conveniently, there's Chris sitting on the trailer. What are you reading?
The next step.
Next step for what?
Putting a shift kit in a Dodge 904.
Exciting.
Yes.
Don't scratch the dart. Yes, so they're busy doing this, so that's where my jack stands went. So yeah. And how's this going?
Going as expected, a little bit slow, but yeah, got to keep everything clean and read the instructions
Thoroughly. Alrighty. What do you gotta say? Remember, like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, check us out on Facebook, and well, of course, YouTube and
Instagram.
That other thing.
Instagram.
Instagram. Yes. And tell your friends and all that crap, and we'll see you in the next video.
I was even nice enough to get Chris a Javelin model. True story. Alrighty. We'll see you guys on the next video.